I think it's going. Hi, this is Jill, and this is I did it right this time.
You did.
Tell everybody who you are.
You don't know, I'm Jill's daughter.
So this is my daughter Chelsey, and we decided we were going to do our first collaboration together, and we're excited to tell you guys about it. So. We both have been buying recently. We have bought some yarn from Donna at Crystal Skies Hand Dyed, and we thought, okay, we need to think of something to do with it. So Chelsey has recently started doing more crocheting, and so she said, well, why don't we do a crochet project? And I said, yeah. So anyway, we came up with we're going to do a shawl.
Yay!
And I have my bag here with my yarn in it, and Chelsey's got her bag with her yarn in it, and we've already got it all caked up. And I may later be able to throw in pictures of my yarn still in the skeins. I did take pictures when they were all laid out, but we'll see. Don't know that we really need it, but y'all got to see it when I got it. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So all of my colors, and I'm sure if y'all have seen me at any point or in the chat, know that my favorite color is purple. So you're going to see a lot of purple in this yarn. So I have got my first one. Oh, I just dropped one of my deals. First one I have is called Chocolate Raspberry Coffee. And I have got 2 of those.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
Show that one up a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. There we go, right there. Has that got a little bit of teal in it?
It does. Which
I like that.
To the next one that you will love, because this one is called, this one's in a ball, it's called Teal We Meet Again.
Oh, wow, look at that. So it's heavier on the teal.
Correct.
But still got the purples and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. This one, which I'm super excited about, this one is the next one is one is really special. This one is called Berry Herbal Tea.
Oh, look at that.
Which is more of the white with a lot more of the speckles.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at there.
I know, all those colors.
That's looking cool.
And then this last one, this one was one of her snow paintings. So this one is called Snow Painting.
We'll talk about that in a minute, about what that means. Oh, look. That one is so pretty.
So those are my colors that I am using for my shawl.
So you have 500-gram
skeins.
Okay.
Worsted
and weight. Yes, worsted weight. So we're good. Okay, hold on. Let me go back here. There we go. Now you're over there.
I am.
So this is going to be a worsted weight project. And so you don't have to use hand-dyed yarn, of course. You can use any kind of number 4 worsted weight yarn. And I'm going to be filming the tutorial for you guys. So as we go through the sections, I'm going to be teaching them to Chelsey so she can do them, and she'll be doing hers also as we go along. And we'll come back and give you updates as we're going. So
now we need to see
okay.
colors.
Do what?
I said now we need to see your colors.
Now we need to see my colors. So I'm using my Naughty knitting bag. I can't hold it too closely because it's got some, it's naughty. So let me put
make yourself big. I don't know how to. I'm gonna put this on my phone. I don't know how to make you big.
There we go. We did it that way. Okay, let me get them out. Hold on. Now, you guys, we're going to be doing this. Again, we're going to be doing this in a worsted weight. And mine is all caked up also. And what I have is 2 or 3 100-gram cakes and then some minis because I bought a set of her worsted weight minis. So my first color is this one. And it is also from her tea collection. This one is called Herbal Tea and Honey.
Oh, so pretty. All the golden colors in that one.
Yes, there's lots of the golden honey color in it, and it's like it's mostly like greens and browns and golds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her worsted weight is 100% superwash merino, 100 grams, 220 yards. So that gives you an idea of how much you're going to need. Of course, I'll be kind of explaining that to you. So that's my first color. My second color is one of the minis. And it's this one, and it does not have a name.
Oh.
So it's a little bit lighter. It's more got like that acidy green in it. It's got like some coppers and stuff in it. And then I've got these labeled actually. My third color is actually this one. Move it into more. It's got the green, but then it's also got some pinks and stuff in it.
Ooh.
And then my next color is this one, and it's the snow painting.
Ooh. Yours has more of mine has more of the white in it. Yours has more of like the blues and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And that's the thing about the hand-dyed yarn. You never know. They do turn out different. Different skeins turn out different hanks. So that's my color number 4. And then the next one I'm going to do would be this one.
I see teal.
Yep, there's a little teal in there. Some like red and browns. And then the next color will be this one, and it's called Berry and Wine Herbal Tea.
Ooh, that's really pretty. Oh, look at those berry colors.
This one's got a lot going on. It's really neat.
Yeah.
So, and then I have another color, and I don't know, you're going to probably do something different with yours, but I'm also going to use a different color to go around the outside of mine. There will be an edging on it, but this is the one I'm going to use to edge mine.
Oh, that's pretty.
Now, this is not one of Donna's colors.
Okay.
This one is by Compass Moon. Is it in there?
I don't see it.
This is by Compass Moon. I got this on, it's called Screaming at the Moon. It's also 100% superwash merino. It's considered a DK weight, but it's a very plump DK, so I figured it would work.
It's really pretty.
So basically we have the same amount because you see I have, whoa, hey, come here. Come here. So I have these 4 large ones like you do.
Right.
But you have 5 of them because you have 2 that are of one color.
Right. I got the 4 and then the additional one. And your mini.
And the additional for me is the minis.
Hmm.
So we have the same amount, and so they're basically all about 220 yards, and so that's 5 of the 220 yards. So if you're wondering how much you're going to need, that's what it is. And then, like I say, this one is a little bit more than that, but I don't think I'll use all of it anyway.
Again with math. Why are we always doing math?
I'm not. I'm just throwing it out there right now. Yeah, just tossing it around. Just tossing it around is what I'm doing. I'm not really using it. So anyway, now I'm not going to share at the moment. I'm not going to share what the stitches are or anything because they're going to come out in clues. Yeah. So today we're going to show you, we showed you our yarn, we told you about it, and then I'm going to show you how to do clue number 1 in the tutorial at the end of this. And then the next time around, you'll get clue number 2, and so on and so forth. And then somewhere in there, we're not sure where we'll be yet, but at some point we will do an update to show you our progress. And mainly to show you Chelsey's progress because you will have seen mine. So
Can't wait.
yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna be fun.
First ever crochet shawl.
Yeah. And now you've crocheted a blanket. You did Crystal's blanket.
I did.
The baby blanket. And then you've done some washcloths.
I've done a few washcloths. I've done a few squares for the blanket you're working on.
Yes.
And then I have right now, I have a whip with one of Crystal's patterns, a sweater for my husband. So
awesome.
I had to read that 3 times, but that's how it goes.
It's going to be a whole other story for another time. We'll get into that, but it's a learning process. You decided you don't really like roving yarn, you said, right?
Don't tell Crystal.
Now, don't tell Crystal. She's not watching. She won't watch. She doesn't watch tutorials. I'll be right there. Okay. Okay. All right. Mr. Fiber needed something. Could you hear him?
Yes.
Okay.
Not all of it. I could hear him talking, but not what he said.
Okay. But I do want to show Donna's card a little bit closer.
Make yourself
I'll
big.
I'll probably be showing this also whenever I do the tutorial. I'll do a little intro on the yarn too for what they'll need and that kind of thing also. So I'll show it up close. But that's whose yarn we're using. And Amber, her daughter, is the one who's doing the yarn for me.
Can't wait to see that either.
So excited. Okay. Anything else? Can you think of anything else?
Nope.
Did I give them all the stuff so far?
I think so. You said what type of yarn? You said, well, I'm sure you'll go into that hook size and all that on the tutorial.
Well, it'll be a J hook.
Okay.
It'll be a J hook, so.
Can't wait. I can't
wait.
It's
gonna be fun. I
on it.
hope you guys will get as excited as we are about it.
Yes.
Okay, so follow it. Don't go away yet because the tutorial for the first part of it is right behind this. So, okay, wait, let's see.
Go the opposite way what you were going to do.
This
There.
one. Ready?
Go. Oh.
Okay, have fun today, you guys. Okay, you ready to get started, you guys? So let me show you again the, you've seen Chelsey and I talk about this. Let me show you again. This is the bag that I was showing. I don't know that you guys got to see it really well. I'm not holding it up really too close because it has some naughty things on it. But this is a bag from the Naughty Knitting Sacks, and she comes from Cumming, Georgia. Anyway, okay. Now you're going to need a J hook. This one is a boy with a wooden handle, and you guys, I'm loving this right now. My hands have been very swollen, but I'm really loving this J hook. You're going to need a stitch marker. Here's a little bitty, this is a sneak peek, you guys, but you're going to need a stitch marker that is removable, so you can move it up the side. Other things that you are going to need, I've got a tape measure, some little snips, you could, I would say you would want to have 2 of those removable stitch markers because I like to put one of them in the actual hoop, the actual loop, hoop-de-loop that keeps it from losing your stitch. Now that works when your yarn is attached. If you've cut your yarn up, you know it will still slip off. Okay, and the J hook. Now you're using number 4 weight yarn, any kind of number 4 weight yarn. We are using hand-dyed yarns for our project. As we said, I'm going to show you mine up a little bit closer. So this was my first one. And again, we're using yarns from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed. I will have all of her information down below. And this one was called Herbal Tea and Honey. And then I also have her, so this is called Snow Painting. And the reason that this is called Snow Painting is because she took a whole bunch of snow and she had something that she laid the yarn and she laid the snow and she did her hand dyeing with snow. So there's not any more of this unless you find some in her shop. There won't be any more of this until they get another snow. But this snow painting is just, the saturation on this is absolutely beautiful. It's just beautiful. So that's what this one's called. This one is also from her tea collection, and it's called Berry and Wine Herbal Tea. Lots of gorgeous, rich colors in that one. And she has this, the tea colors are a whole line, so she's got several colors in that. She's also got some coffee colors too. I have to get some of those. And then I'm using some of her minis. And this is not all of the minis because there's another one that is kind of got some purples in it, and I did not use that one, but I am using these 4 in between. And then I've chosen this one, which is not one of Donna's, but I thought it went really well with the whole scheme that I had going on, and it's this one by Compass Moon Creations. Now I got this one on Facebook when they were doing a Facebook sale. And this one is called Screaming at the Moon. And this is actually a very plump DK. So for the outside edge, you can use anything from a thick 3 to a 4 for your outside edge. And that's what this is for. This color is my edge color. So you will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of yarn that have at least 220 yards each. Okay, and a J-hook. Okay, that gets you the basics of what you will need. And a basic knowledge is all you need, because this is a learning also for Chelsey. So we're doing basic stitches. So single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. And then I'm going to throw in some combinations of those and try to teach her some beginning stitches with this project. So I hope that you guys will like this. And we didn't say in our talk what this is called, but because Chelsey and I look so much alike, I have decided to call this one Seeing Double. So you're going to start with the colors on this end, and then when you get to the other end, you're going to mirror that on the other end, not necessarily in stitches, but in the colors of the yarn. Now you can do your colors however you would like. You can mix and match them up however you want to do them. If you want to do the whole thing in one color, you can do that. But that was the basis of this shawl. So, okay, you guys, have fun. I'm going to get you on to the tutorial, and I'll see you after a while. All right, so let's get started. I have my first color, and I marked it on the back of my card. You can put a little slip of paper with yours, whatever you want to do. Put it on the ball band, whatever you're using. This is the Herbal Tea and Honey. And I will put a picture here and show you the layout that Mr. Fiber chose when I showed him the colors I wanted to use. And he put them in order of what he thought they would look good. And so I'll put that picture here. Okay, Herbal Tea and Honey. And you're going to want your removable stitch marker and my J-hook. All right, so make your slip knot. Your slip knot, excuse me, your slip knot does not count as a stitch. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to do 2 double crochets in this first stitch, this first chain. So yarn over, come over here, and it's right next to the knot. And I go through both of the top strands and leave the bottom loop there. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's our double crochet. Now do another one in that same stitch. Be sure that you go through and you grab both those 2 strands. All right, so you should have 3, essentially you have 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3 with the chain. Your chain counts as the first double crochet. Now you're going to chain 3 and turn. 2, 3, turn the work, not the needle. See, turn the work. Okay. Now we're going to do our increases, but we're going to make this shape. Let me show you what the shape is going to look like here. This is what the shape will look like. Okay, we're going to start and we're going to grow it. We're only going to grow it on one side. The other side's going to stay straight. And we're going to put a stitch marker so that we know where we are going to grow this. So this is a removable stitch marker. And this is the side where we're going to grow it. This is also the side our tail is on. So I'm going to put my stitch marker in there. And what I do generally when I do this type of pattern where you're growing it on one side is I put that in there, and then as it grows I just move it up and keep it over here on this side, so I know that this is the side that I'm growing. That's the increase side. Now we're going to go into this first stitch right here, double crochet, and then the next one, that's a double crochet, and then we're going to go into the top of the chain and do another double crochet. And now we have 4. We have grown it by 1, and we have 4. Now we're going to chain 3 and turn, and we're not going to go into that first stitch right there because we're not going to be increasing here. Yarn over and go into the next one. That's 2. In the next stitch, that's 3, and the top of the chain makes 4. So we did not increase on that one. So we had 4 and 4, and that will help keep you on track to know where you're at. Now you're going to chain 3 and turn. And now we see that our stitch marker is over here, so we know this is our increased side, which means we're going to go into that first stitch right below the chain. Do a double, and the top of the chain. Now we should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now you see how to do your increases. Now we're on the opposite side, no stitch marker. So we do not increase on this side, which means when we turn, instead of going at the one right below the chain, we go to the next one. I just want to make sure that I give you the benefit of the doubt here and make sure that you're understanding. So we should have another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now I'll be right back with you and I'll tell you how many rows we're going to do. Okay, I'm just coming up to the end here. 13, 14, and 15. Go ahead and chain 1 so you don't lose that. Flip it over, and you see I've been moving my marker up. Right now I'm going to put that in there so I don't lose that stitch. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's on row 25. You should be going on the verse back to your start to the side, to the increased side. So you should have repeated 15 stitches coming back to the increased side. And that's where we are for clue number 1. Okay, I hope that you guys are excited about this project, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, everybody, that was clue number 1 of the Seam Double Shawl with Chelsey and me. I will see you for clue number 2. You guys, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you have fun with us, and I will see you on the next clue. Have fun today.